Hello from Egypt, the country where is located one of the 7 world's wonders. But we are here not just to see only pyramids. We are planning to make a big trip throughout the country and see Luxor, Siwa and so on. And of course, enjoy and explore the local cuisine. So let's go! Egypt is a transcontinental country spanning the northeast corner of Africa and the southwest corner of Asia. It is renowned for its ancient civilization, which dates back thousands of years. The country is also full of beautiful and quite diverse landscapes with deserts, seas, Nile River Valley, and so on. Therefore, it is a popular tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors each year. However, the majority of tourists usually go to the Red Sea resorts, such as Sharm el Sheikh or Hurghada, and buy several excursions which include visiting the Great Pyramids of Giza or the Temples of Luxor. But we wanted to see some more impressive sights. Actually, Egypt is really full of them, so we decided to take a big trip around the country. Our journey started from the capital, Cairo. Where are you?
Egypt, Cairo.
To be honest, my first impression about the Cairo was contradictory because on the one hand, it is a very big city, actually the largest in Egypt, so it is very crowded with huge traffic, sometimes chaotic buildings and not the cleanest streets. But on the other hand, when you come here, you immediately understand that it is very distinctive and atmospheric, with rich history, huge heritage and a lot of interesting places to visit. Even when you come from airport to hotel or Airbnb by taxi, you want to look on everything that around you. So, what to visit in Cairo? We started from the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. At all, there are several museums dedicated to Egypt's cultural heritage and history in Cairo and neighboring Giza, but we chose this one. It is one of the newest, was officially opened to the public on the 3rd of April 2021. The museum boasts a comprehensive collection of artifacts that include ancient Egyptian artifacts, Islamic, Coptic Christian, and artifacts from other periods of Egypt's history. One of the main highlights of the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization include Royal Mummies Hall. This hall showcases the mummified remains of several ancient Egyptian pharaohs and royalty, providing insight into ancient Egyptian funerary practices and beliefs. Unfortunately, photo and video at this hall are not allowed, so I didn't film anything. The price of a ticket to this museum for foreigners is 500 Egyptian pounds. One important nuance about the tickets to Egyptian historical sites or some attractions. It is impossible to buy them with cash. In official ticket offices, which are usually located near the entrance to some sites, you can pay for them only by card. So if you are planning to go to Egypt, it is better to have the card which works worldwide. However, I think if you haven't got such card, maybe there are some other variants how to pay by cash. For example, ask the person in the queue to pay for your ticket with card and then give him cash, or maybe buy some excursions in local shops and agencies, trip agencies. The next place which we decided to visit is the cave church of Saint Simon, also known as the Tannery Monastery. The way to it passes through the garbage city, also known as Manshiyat Nasser. The area is primarily inhabited by a community of Coptic Christians who have traditionally worked in garbage collection and recycling. They collect garbage from various parts of the city, bring it back to their neighborhood and sort it into different materials, including paper, plastic, metal and organic waste. Of course, the smell in this neighborhood matches the work of locals. Even when you are going by car through this area, you feel the strong smell of garbage. And what about the Church of Saint Simon? The place is really impressive. It is built into the natural caves of Mokattam Hills, with its structure blending seamlessly into the rocky landscape. The church interior features roof-hewn stone walls and ceiling, giving it a cave-like appearance. The cave church does feature some decorations and religious ornaments, such as religious icons, crosses, candles, and other symbols of the Coptic Christian faith. Despite its simplicity, the church exudes a sense of grandeur and reverence. And two more must-see places in Cairo. The first one is the Old City, also known as Islamic Cairo, and the Cairo Tower. The Old City is a very vibrant and fascinating place that reflects the old history and cultural heritage of Egypt's capital. The streets here are very narrow and they are lined with huge amount of different shops, cafes, and of course historical buildings. So when you are walking here, you are feeling like you are stepping back in times. However, of course, the people around, the goods and souvenirs in shops make you remember that you are in the 21st century, because of course everything is modern. And in the shops there are a lot of people who try to sell you something, but I think it is normal for Egypt, and it makes this place only more atmospheric, so I recommend to visit it. And the Cairo Tower. It stands 187 meters long and its design is inspired by the lotus flower, so it looks wonderful. On the top there is also an observation desk which offers the panoramic view on Cairo and the surrounding area. However, when we were there, the elevator served only the lowest floor, so we go by elevator only maybe on 5th or 7th floor and then climb the stairs on the top. It was a little tiring. However, the view is really amazing. You can even see the pyramids from there. And also in the tower there is a restaurant, but I think it is not so reasonable to visit it because it is also on the top, but the way to the top is going through the restaurant, so there is no privacy. A lot of visitors who want to visit the top always going near the tables. So I think it is quite complicated experience. Speaking of restaurants, Cairo has both simple budget eateries and fine dining restaurants. For the dinner we chose the restaurant with Italian cuisine called Pier 88 Nile River, which is also located near the Cairo Tower. We ordered bruschetta with beef tartare and truffle for appetizer and pastas as the main dishes. Everything was very tasty and quite affordable for such good level of culinary service and interior, so highly recommend. Today we are going to change the hotel. We are moving from Cairo to Giza in the hotel with the beautiful pyramid view. I hope, because I booked the room with beautiful pyramid view. And also we will go to explore the Giza, the Sphinx and the pyramids. To tell the truth, this place was in my wish list for many years, and I hope today will be the wonderful day. But before moving, we decided to have a breakfast. The waiter said that it is traditional Egyptian breakfast, which include eggs, falafel, fresh vegetables, something like cream cheese mixed with tomatoes, flatbread and bean puree. The road to Giza from Cairo was not long, about 30 minutes, but quite interesting. Along the way you can already see the Great Pyramids of Giza and the young boys who chose quite unusual method of transportation. We came to the new hotel. The room is so small, but the main here, of course, is the view. I think for $50 per night it is quite good and quite affordable, to tell the truth. Here is the view on 3 pyramids and the Sphinx. The balcony is not so small. I thought it will be smaller. And here we have table and chairs to sit and admire. And about the room, here is the big bed. Also water. That is water which we took with us. And here is the water from the hotel. Also, I think here is somewhere tea, maybe coffee. What? Air conditioner. What else? Here are some paintings with Nefertiti, TV. And the bathroom, it is small. I do not know where's the light here. Oh, maybe here. Yeah. Oh, shower. Everything that you need, towels. Even 1, 2, 3 and one on the bed. From a distance, the pyramids already look impressive, but after check-in, we immediately went to take a closer look at them. The cost of entry to the Pyramids of Giza archaeological site is 360 Egyptian pounds. If you want to go inside the pyramid, it costs more, 600 Egyptian pounds. We arrived here not through the main entrance. Actually, there are two ways to come here. First one located near the road, and the second one is near the Sphinx. We chose the second one, and I think it was a wonderful idea because near this entrance there were not so many people which try to cheat you, which offer you to buy some souvenirs, camel ride, go inside the pyramids and so on for very high price. So I think if you want to go here, I recommend to choose the second one, entrance near the Sphinx. The Great Pyramids were built over 4,500 years ago during the Old Kingdom period of ancient Egypt. They were constructed as tombs for pharaohs who were believed to become gods in the afterlife. The largest and the oldest pyramid, known as the Pyramid of Khufu, originally stood at a height of 146 meters and was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Adjacent to the Great Pyramids is the Great Sphinx of Giza, a massive limestone statue depicting a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human. The Sphinx is believed to have been built during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre and is thought to represent the pharaohs as a divine ruler. The pyramids is really great place. I think everyone should visit it because the atmosphere here is wonderful and it is something unreal. I cannot imagine how people many years ago built such pyramids. However, the territory is not the cleanest because there are a lot of camel poop and dogs poops also. So you should be careful and look under your feet. Actually, the camel ride or horse carriage ride is quite popular attraction here. Maybe because of really large size of the archaeological site's territory, or maybe because it is quite atmospheric experience. Camels, pyramids, sands, everything like in Oriental tales. I think it was good choice to come here in the afternoon and the second part of the day because here was not so many people. The majority of group tourists have already visited all the pyramids, the Sphinx and came out. So I think it is good time, and maybe in the morning, early morning also. Good time because it is not so hot and there are not so many tourists. For a quick exploration of the Pyramids of Giza archaeological site, I think around 4 hours is enough. However, if you want to study the history of the pyramids more deeply, go inside the pyramid, explore every corner, then you can spend here the whole day. In the evening, after visiting the pyramids, we had dinner at the hotel. I ordered mixed grill and the portion was very big: chicken shashlik, lamb kebabs and just grilled meat. The side dish also included rice, french fries and grilled vegetables, as well as several small appetizers, something similar to baba ganoush and the vegetable salad. To be honest, the meat was a little tough but quite flavorful. The new day, tasty breakfast, and our plan for today is to rent a car and to start our journey throughout the other interesting cities and sites in Egypt. We rented the car for 2 weeks. It costed 415 or 50? 415. That is for 2 weeks with unlimited mileage, and also the deposit 950. The traffic in Egypt in the center is big, but we now not in the center, so it is quite comfortable, not so many cars, but of course the rules of driving here specific? I will ask my husband, how do you feel right now normally to drive here or?
Yes, now it's okay, very good.
I will say right away that throughout our entire trip we had no problems on the roads. Complex, very busy and sometimes chaotic traffic can be found mainly in the centers of large cities such as Cairo or Alexandria. But on intercity highways in small towns, driving is quite comfortable, not much more difficult than in other countries. First of all, we want to buy a lot of water and maybe some snacks because, as I know, when we will go in more far parts of Egypt, far from Cairo or Alexandria, big cities, there are not so many big shops and not so big choice of products, of maybe some snacks. So because of it, we are going to the shopping mall with supermarket and we'll buy all what we need for this big travel. There are many large and good shopping malls in Cairo with all the necessary stores, including large supermarkets. One even has a zone with snow. For a country with a warm climate, this is probably something unusual. The choice in the supermarket is quite extensive. There is a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits, different sweets and snacks, soft drinks, fish and seafood, meat, nuts and so on. Today we are planning to get to Alexandria. It is not too far, around 2 or 3 hours by car, and they have a toll straight to Alexandria from Cairo. We asked the man how much it costed. He told $10, but we told that we haven't got dollars, and in reality it costed only 10 Egyptian pounds. It is quite cheap. How much dollars? 10 pounds?
No, maybe we will pay the rest amount of money on the exit.
My husband told that maybe we need to pay the rest money in the exit, but I'm not sure. We will look. Yes, the price for toll from Cairo to Alexandria is really 10 Egyptian pounds, quite affordable for such good quality of road. We reached Alexandria only in the evening, so left the exploration of this city for the next day and immediately went to the hotel. But at first glance, the city looks quite crowded and lively. Our room in Sheraton Hotel in Alexandria. First of all, bathroom. Here is the bath, not the shower. Toilet, bidet. Towels, there are 2, but I think somewhere should be more. Here's one more, but I think the big towel also should be here. Mirror, of course, here is dental tool, body lotion, shaving kit, and body wash, conditioner and shampoo. The bath, old but clean. Mirror and the place to put your clothes and something else. Oh, do not see the place. Oh, here is the safe. Bed. It is not so big, but normally.
Queen size.
Queen size, comfortable. And 4 pillows. It is good that 4 pillows. I like, because my husband usually sleep on 2 pillows, and if they give 2 pillows, I haven't got the pillow to sleep. It is
You are my main pillow.
TV, place for working, also tea, coffee, cups. The room is for smokers. You can smoke here if you need, but for me it is very strange. And however, there is not the smell of cigarettes. And also up, we have a balcony. It should be a great view, but now it is night, so you cannot see anything, and I cannot see anything, but it is the Mediterranean Sea. In the morning, I think I will show the view. So the room is old-fashioned, I think. And however, this building was built in which year?
1981.
In 1981, and then it was renovated 20 years ago. Alexandria, located on the Mediterranean coast of Egypt, is a historical city known for its rich cultural heritage, stunning coastline, and cosmopolitan atmosphere. This city is very old, was founded by Alexander the Great in 331 before current era, and quickly became one of the most important cities in the ancient world. It was renowned as the city of learning, culture, and trade. Alexandria was home to the Great Library of Alexandria, one of the largest and the most significant libraries of the ancient world, but nowadays it is destructed. However, the modern Alexandria also has a lot of interesting landmarks and attractions, such as Citadel of Qaitbay, the Roman Amphitheater, Alexandria's Corniche, actually one of the longest in the world, Montaza Palace, and so on. The morning view from hotel in Alexandria, beautiful sea view, wonderful color of the sea. I like it so much. And also here is the Montaza Palace. Maybe we will go there today, or maybe not, I'm not sure. But the plan for this day is to explore Alexandria, visit the main landmarks, and admire the city. We decided to start from the Roman Amphitheater, and at the entrance we were greeted by a cute kitten who accompanied us throughout the whole archaeological site. Actually, Egypt is a wonderful country for cat lovers, because here you can meet them almost everywhere, and all of them are very friendly to people. The Roman Amphitheater dates back to the 2nd century before current era, during the Roman period of Egypt's history. The amphitheater was part of a larger complex that included a public bath, a villa, and other structures. Most guidebooks say that in this place visitor can gain insight into the daily life of ancient Alexandria while exploring the remains of ancient streets, houses, and public buildings. However, it seemed to me that for ordinary tourists who haven't got very deep knowledge in ancient history, or for those who have visited Roma and saw the Roman Forum, this place can be a little boring. Near the amphitheater, we noticed the nice restaurant and decided to have a lunch in it. Alexandria is located on Mediterranean coast, and of course the main restaurant here is with Mediterranean cuisine. It is first of all seafood and fish, and the first dish which I ordered in Spanish restaurant is paella. It is for one person, but it is quite huge, with mussels, with shrimps, maybe with some other seafood products. I want to try it. Here is the arborio rice, and it is in tomato sauce. Tomatoes give a little sour taste, but it is good. The rice is so fluffy, so wonderful, not overcooked, al dente, I think. And the shrimp, it is quite big, and it is with some cream on the top, I think, or maybe it is melted cheese, I'm not sure. The shrimp is wonderful cooked, so tender, so fresh, very good. So I think if you will be in Alexandria, the must-try dishes is everything that's connected with seafood. Our next destination is the Catacombs of Kom El Shoqafa. They are also date back to the Roman period of Egypt's history. The catacombs were likely used as a burial site for the members of the local elite, including wealthy families and prominent citizens. They consist of a series of underground chambers and tunnels carved out of solid rock. The burial chambers are adorned with elaborate reliefs, sculptures, and inscriptions depicting mythological scenes, religious symbols, and funerary rituals. The catacombs are truly a memorable and atmospheric place. When you walk through them and look around, you get the impression that you are in some kind of adventure film. It is very exciting. We are in Montaza Palace. Here is very big territory. Most of all, it is of course gardens, quite clean, quite green, with a lot of dates palms and another interesting trees. This palace was built not so long ago, in the end of 19th century, if I'm not wrong, and it's all in good condition and quite pretty architecture and quite good garden. The place was originally built as a hunting lodge and later in the early 20th century was expanded and renovated, serve as a royal summer residence for the Egyptian royal family. Today Montaza Palace is open to the public as a museum and tourist attraction, but we didn't go inside, just admired the beautiful exterior of the palace. And also here is a big and beautiful promenade for walking near the sea with wonderful views on the coast of Mediterranean Sea. So it's quite comfortable, quite good to walk around this area. I think this place is wonderful not only as a tourist and historical attraction, but also as a place to relax from the bustle of the city. Visitors can stroll throughout the gardens, take a leisurely boat ride on the lake, or enjoy a picnic on the grassy lawns. And the last place which we visited in Alexandria is the Citadel of Qaitbay. It is a historical fortress that was constructed on the site of the former lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Over the centuries, the citadel fell into disrepair and was partially destroyed by natural disasters and neglect. In the 20th century, efforts were made to restore and preserve the fortress as a historical monument. Today, the Citadel of Qaitbay is open to the public as a museum and tourist attraction. I think one of the best time to visit it is in the evening, because here is a beautiful sunsets. Initially, after Alexandria, we planned to go to Siwa. It is quite remote but very picturesque desert oasis located in the western desert in Egypt near the border with Libya. Most of all, this place is famous for its salt lakes. Maybe you saw in social media some photos or videos with beautiful blue lakes among the desert, so it is Siwa. But preparing for this trip, we read some articles in internet, some stories from the travel forums about traveling to Siwa by your own without the tourist group, and found out that not everyone was allowed to do it. The problem is that I said this is quite remote region in the desert and bordering region. So the police there is very concerned about the safety of tourists, and sometimes on checkpoints, there are a lot of checkpoints in this area, they said no, you cannot go there without a tourist group, but some people, as I read, also go there without any problem, so it is 50-50. And we finally decided not to take a risk, at least in this trip throughout the Egypt, and not to go to Siwa, because if we were not allowed to go there, we need to make a big circle back to Alexandria, spend a lot of time for the road. However, if you have the experience to travel to Siwa by your own, write in comments. So we went directly to Luxor. The landscapes along the way were beautiful. Here is, for example, the white desert, and this is the view on the Nile River Valley from the small hotel where we spent the night along the way. As I know, the main landmarks of Luxor separated by the river Nile. The east coast is more about ancient temples, and at all the modern life with restaurants, with cafes, with luxury hotels is concentrated on the east coast. But now we are staying on the west coast, and here, as I know, there are landmarks such as ancient tombs, which are located in beautiful landscapes, in desert, in mountains. So first of all, we will explore this part, and maybe then in some days we will move to the east coast and we'll look how lives Luxor on that part of the river. We decided to start exploring the sites of Luxor from the Valley of the Kings. These are ancient tombs about which I mentioned. The Valley of the Kings served as a burial place for pharaohs and other members of the royal family during the New Kingdom period of ancient Egypt. The valley was chosen for its secluded location and natural rock formation, which provided ideal conditions for the construction of elaborate tombs. The most famous tomb in the Valley of the Kings is that of Tutankhamun. Other notable tombs include those of Ramses II, Seti I, and Thutmose III. The tombs are decorated with intricate reliefs, paintings, and hieroglyphic inscriptions depicting scenes from the afterlife and the journey of the deceased pharaoh to the realm of the gods. We bought the simple ticket for 400 Egyptian pounds. It gives an opportunity to visit 3 tombs. Exactly, this place is famous for its tombs. There are a lot of them, but not all of them are open for visitors. And also some tombs you can visit only for extra charge. It is around $35 per one tomb. I think it is quite expensive because, as I know, in these special tombs you can see just maybe the better version of the tombs which you can see by the simple ticket, maybe which are kept in better condition. At all, the west bank of the Nile River near Luxor has a lot of unique historical sites. It seemed to me in order to visit all of them you need 2 or even 3 days. But we chose the following places to visit: Ramesseum, also known as the mortuary temple of Ramses II, Hatshepsut temple and Medinet Habu. It is also the temple complex. I won't bore you with historical facts about these places. If you are interested, use Google. But in short, the places are really beautiful and memorable. You can clearly feel the atmosphere of ancient Egypt there. From the west bank of Luxor, we moved directly to Aswan. To the east bank of Luxor we will also return, but a little later. Aswan is a historical city located in the southern Egypt. It is known not just for its rich cultural heritage, but also for the Nubian culture. The Nubians are an ethnic group indigenous to the region of Nubia, which spans southern Egypt and the northern Sudan. Visitors to Aswan can visit Nubian villages, attend traditional festivals and celebrations, and try Nubian cuisine known for its use of fresh ingredients and bold flavors. Exactly in Nubian Village we decided to stop for the night. We rented the hotel in Nubian style and I will show the room. Here is the entrance. Here is the beautiful paintings on the walls, different ornaments, big bed, but only 2 pillows, but I have my own one. Then the window, also so cute, air conditioning. The second one window should be with the river Nile view. Also we have here tea, coffee, 2 bottles of water, beautiful walls, I like it, and here it is the light. Also bathroom, it is quite small, not luxury but authentic for this house. It is normally, I think, here the mirror, hand wash, toilet and the shower. Shower is, as I said, authentic. Not authentic, but simple, but it's okay. And also mirror, the place to save the clothes and so on. So small but quite cute. Quite authentic room. For one night, I think it is wonderful experience. Comfortable bed. Wonderful. The hotel also had a restaurant, so we decided to try their Tajin meal with chicken cooked according to the Nubian recipe. Of course, by Egyptian tradition, we were immediately joined by cat. The meal was very big. Except of meat itself, we received soup, rice as a side dish, vegetables stewed in sauce, flatbread and the vegetable salad. Everything was quite tasty. Tender meat, fluffy rice, which wonderful combined with the rich sauce from vegetables and chicken, and aromatic soup. Of course, we couldn't miss the chance to stroll through the Nubian Village. It is a very atmospheric place known for its colorful mud brick houses with domed roofs, adorned with traditional Nubian motifs and designs. The narrow alleyways of the village are lined with the shops where you can buy some souvenirs, jewelry, spices, various paintings, clothes and so on. We spent the night in Aswan, but the main landmarks of this city we will explore later, because first of all we want to visit Abu Simbel. It is an ancient Egyptian temple made by Ramses II, if I'm not wrong, and it is located on the
one of the most southern part of Egypt, near the border with Sudan. When we went out from Aswan, it was a checkpoint with police. They asked where we are going, when we want to return, where we will stay this night, checked our documents our car, made photos, and then said, you can go, good luck. So I think maybe it is a strategic road, maybe it is not so safe road for tourists, but even with these facts, if you want to visit Abu Simbel by yourself, not with tourist group, it is also possible.
An important fact: if you are planning to go by car from Aswan to Abu Simbel, make sure that you have enough fuel, because the almost 300-kilometer long pass looks like a highway in the middle of the desert with nothing around except sand, so it is quite problematic to find the gas station there. In Abu Simbel, we found the hottest temperature during our trip throughout Egypt, 44 degrees. By the way, it was the beginning of November. It is scary to imagine how it is hot here in the summer. As the place is quite remote, here were not so many tourists. The price of ticket to the temple is 415 Egyptian pounds. It is even more expensive than the entry price to the Pyramids of Giza archaeological site. However, it is definitely worth it, because Abu Simbel temples is one of the most impressive examples of ancient Egyptian architecture. The main temple at Abu Simbel features 4 colossal seated statues of Ramses II, each over 20 meters tall, flanking the entrance facade. The interior of the temple contains a series of halls and chambers adorned with elaborate reliefs and hieroglyphic inscriptions depicting scenes from the military victories of Ramses II and religious rituals. In my opinion, Abu Simbel is exactly must-see place in Egypt. Almost 4 hours on the way back and we are in Aswan. Again, we decided to spend the night in a Nubian village, and this time we found traditional Nubian dances and music at the hotel. One of the most notable sites near Aswan is the Temple of Philae. It was originally built between the 2nd century before current era and the 1st century current era. The temple was dedicated to the goddess Isis, who was worshipped as the protector of nature, magic and motherhood. It was constructed on the island of Philae, which was considered sacred to the goddess and served as a major center of pilgrimage and religious worship.
Philae Island is exciting place, but do you know what is also exciting? The way to come here. Because when you come to the parking, then by ticket go inside, you see a lot of boats, because it is island and you need to come here by boat. But everyone want to scam you. The boatmen at first said we need 250 pounds for one person, but it's not true. Usually it should be around 250 pounds per all the boat. So we meet some people, the men from Germany and 2 guys from Japan, and they told us maybe you want to share the boat, and we said yes, but the boatmen strongly said that we need to pay 220 pounds for each person. Then the guy from the Germany came to police, told the situation, and then it was a lot of trash talks. Egyptian people crowded. Police also told them that they want to scam the tourists, and at all we came here for 250 Egyptian pounds for all the boat, but we also need to go back, and I hope it won't be surprise and they won't say that we need to pay 250 pounds to return back.
What is also interesting, in the 20th century the Temple of Philae faced the threat of submersion due to the construction of Aswan High Dam and the creation of Lake Nasser. In one of the most ambitious archaeological salvage operations in history, the temple complex was dismantled and relocated to the higher ground on the nearby island of Agilkia. From Aswan we went back to Luxor, but with the stop in one more interesting place, the Temple of Edfu. It is one of the best preserved temples in Egypt and dedicated to the god Horus, the falcon-headed deity associated with kingship and protection. The temple complex is surrounded by high walls and features a series of monumental pylons, courts, halls and sanctuaries. The main entrance is flanked by towering sandstone pylons adorned with intricate reliefs and inscriptions depicting scenes from Egyptian mythology and religious rituals.
We returned to Luxor, and the next day we planned to explore all the destinations and landmarks on this east coast of the river Nile. So the night we will also spend nearby with these landmarks which we plan to visit tomorrow. And we chose Steigenberger Hotel, so let's make a little review of our room. They made for us upgrade, as they said. Near the entrance, of course, we have mirror on the door, and the bathroom also with mirror, with light, toilet of course, and not the shower but the full bath. Also towels, 1 2 3 4 5 5 towels, I think it is enough. Also coffee and tea, water, that is all for free, but also we have something like snacks. It is for extra charge, and in minibar also I think it will be something here. Some soft drinks, juices and so on. Bed, quite big, I think it will be comfortable. Good. 4 pillows, it is also so wonderful place to put our luggage. The place for working, they gave for us something like welcome snacks, apples, mezes, or maybe it is not mezes, it is like bezé, and some sweets. Looks so appetizing. Also here is the mirror, phone, lights, sofa for sitting, and also here should be a beautiful view on Nile. Actually you can see it, but now it is evening. Here is also the pool, not the one that is only the first pool, somewhere. Oh, cats. The sounds of cats. So somewhere should be one more pool. And here's the restaurant that is like buffet, but also they have 2 a la carte restaurants. So it is quite nice, and here is the place for sitting, enjoying the view if you want, and chilling in the evening. I like everything. And here also was so friendly management.
After check-in, we decided to go for the dinner in one of the a la carte restaurants in the hotel, and I found in menu one Egyptian dessert which I wanted to try.
Now I will try Egyptian dessert called Ali. It is something like the bread pudding, milky, a little creamy, and the smell is wonderful. It is warm. Oh, it is so tender. It is so creamy, not very sweet, and it is with nuts, with crushed nuts. Good combination. And I think it was baked. Here is also some raisins. They are a little sour, and it is balances wonderful with the sweet taste of the pudding. And here is the bread, very unusual. Milky pudding with bread, with nuts, with raisins. Tasty and interesting. I think it is worth to try.
The east bank of the Nile River in Luxor also has a lot of impressive sites, such as Karnak and Luxor temples, Luxor and mummification museums, and so on. However, after visiting a lot of such places in different parts of Egypt, to be honest, we were a little tired of them. I think if you are not the professional Egyptologist, it is enough for you to visit 5 or maybe 7 temples, because then they stop impressing you as much as before. So we decided to explore only one, the last in our trip and the most significant significant landmark here, Karnak Temple Complex. It is one of the largest temple complexes in the world, covers a vast area of approximately 100 hectares. The Karnak Temple Complex was built over a period more than 2000 years, and it served as a center of worship for the god Amun, the chief deity of the Egyptian pantheon, as well as other gods and goddesses associated with him. The complex was continuously expanded and embellished by successive pharaohs, resulting in a sprawling complex of temples, pylons, obelisks, and statues. At all, we spent in Egypt 2 weeks, and in the end of our big journey, we felt exhausted from daily travels and impressions. We wanted to relax, so the last 3 days in Egypt we spent at the Red Sea Resort in Hurghada. We didn't dive or snorkel, so I will not tell you about this experience, but the fact that the Red Sea is very beautiful and has a rich underwater world is undeniable. It was Egypt, the country of immense historical and cultural significance with a rich heritage that continues to captivate visitors from all around the world. Its ancient monuments, vibrant culture, beautiful seas and landscapes make it a truly unforgettable destination. I think this is one of those countries that you definitely need to visit at least once in your life. It will impress you. And it is time for me to fly on, so see you soon in the next country. Bye bye!